on, fam? This is Podcast Agent Zero. It's been about a month and some change since I dropped something, but I figured I might as well drop something right here on the last day of 2024. Started this channel in 2024. Wasn't that consistent. That wasn't really the goal, but I just wanted to speak my mind in a world where speech from the masculine perspective is shunned. So a lot of the times this is where I get to actually do it, and it can be possibly of benefit to men in the wilderness of the West that's dealing with the feminist propaganda and everything that comes in between. So, if you hear some wind in the background, I'm out in nature. Something that a lot of men need to do as well for the sake of our T levels. But I'm gonna go ahead and react to this latest Pop the Balloon or Find Love. It looked like it's an older panel. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm gonna just react as we go. So let's go ahead and start. 1 second, let me take my hold on.
Oh my God. All right. So we're going to be bringing out some single ladies one by one. When she comes around this corner, if she's your type to a T, you really like what you see, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's any...
You know what I like to do? I'm looking at these gentlemen's outfits. Some are doing a little bit too much, and some are the brother with the blue. I mean, that's a different style, but these are older gentlemen, so I just find it interesting what some of these gentlemen wear, or it just depends if it fits their style and personality. But we'll just see what's going on here. See what this looks like.
Anything that you're not a fan of, that you're really not feeling, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to you and see why you ended up popping. Are you ready?
Yeah!
All right, well, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady.
Well, look, before we go into this first lady, it's just interesting seeing older gentlemen on this show, because there's two ways to actually look at it. Like, they could either be, very desperate, don't really have high S&V like that, sexual market value, or really don't have any frame like that, really thirsty individual overall. Or they could be at a point where, okay, I'm at an age where I want to start a family now, so I'm actually out to, look for my wife. But we're just going to see what angle these gentlemen are coming from, and we're going to point out everything on the men's side and the women's side. Let's continue.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Nita.
Nita, how old are you?
I am 38 years young.
And what do you do?
I work in public health.
Okay, all right. So what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like everything involving outdoors. So hiking, road trips, picnics, sports, outdoor sports I love. Flag football, for example. I also love live band, anything dancing related. So salsa, merengue, bachata, that's what I do. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
I look for a man who is confident, emotionally intelligent, masculine leadership. It's very important.
You know what? She's saying good things so far, but here's the thing. A lot of times it's unfortunate because it takes a woman to get to that age to start realizing these things after going through experience in her 20s and most of her 30s. And it's like, this is the thing. I mean, there's barely any women that watch my channel, but hopefully if there's any young woman that's watching my channel, 18, 17, 18, 19, 20, take heed now. These are the things you need to look for in your man immediately. And if you don't understand what those cues look like, please ask a man that actually cares for you, that does not want to fuck you, aka your brother, aka your uncle, your cousin, your father, someone, how to point out these cues when you're out dating, or help them, help them vet the men or the young men that you are dating, because it's important to have these flags to look for when you're out, looking for a mate to build a family with. Because a lot of times women name things that really don't matter, so they don't know how to point it out they don't know how to point out what's not working in the first date. You can't tell that he's not a leader when he's not leading the charge on the first date. If you're looking for a leader, there's certain things you will see automatically and be like, that's probably a no-no. He won't be able to lead a family, so that's probably a fucking no-no. You know what I'm saying? You're just looking for a good time. He smells nice. He's beautiful in the face. Yeah, all those factors probably can play a part. But the main thing, if you want to raise a family, he needs to be a leader and competent, right? Thorough, right? All right. How do you look for those things? Let's continue there.
Someone who's honest, vulnerable, someone who's a safe space, and someone who not only who's a safe space, but someone who has someone who has space to be present.
Okay.
Also, someone who is just an all-around good man, good human being.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
The opposite of that.
Okay.
To include hygiene. That's very important. Also, a smoker, a heavy smoker. I don't mind someone who smokes cannabis here and there, but if you're pretty heavy on that, I can't do that.
Okay.
And if you have more than one child, that's a deal breaker as well.
Okay, cool. So we did get a...
Well, that's the thing. In my humble opinion, you're at an age where, of course, your preference is your preference. I ain't gonna knock your preference, but you're just at an age where you're kind of against the 8 ball when it comes to that. Unless you have other certain preferences that are not as high in the totem pole. Maybe looks aren't, maybe money isn't. So like, okay, well, you only have one child, but you make $60K and you 5'10". Okay, I could work with you. If that's the case, then you have you have a better you have a possible outcome, a positive outcome with that. But let's continue.
Pop balloon. Let's go on over there, see why he ended up popping. Your name and age?
My name is Desmond. My friends call me Dr. Des. I'm 37 years old.
Okay. And Desmond, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur and I also work for the government. I have a doctorate degree and I also work as a family nurse practitioner.
Okay. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
I do have a criteria. It's called a DES factor. It's just simple as ABC. I look at the appearance, I evaluate the brains, and also look at character. So she didn't pass the appearance factor.
All right, well then. Now, is Desmond someone that's your type?
No, he didn't have to say all that. He could have just, gentlemen, here's the thing about the red pill space now. Like, a lot of times since we listen to all these podcasts where the men are speaking their mind and shit like that and telling women what we want in women to take them seriously and all that shit. A lot of times what we do is we run off with it and go tell the whole fucking world instead of just keeping it in our head, use it for our benefit, and scan certain situations until, like when she asked him, so why did you pop your balloon? You didn't have to point down everything. Show a little bit of mystery. Like let it be known when it's there to be known. Oh, she's not my type physically. She's just not my type. Period. Leave it at that. You feel me? So let's continue.
Appearance-wise, I will say that there are some things that I wouldn't go for, but I like to get to know someone. So, we would have to have a conversation and see where you are mentally. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, I'll have you head back that way. So we do have quite a few guys here today, so let me hand you a pick.
Okay.
All right, I'll have you hold on to that. And I am going to have you pop, let's go with 2 balloons.
Okay, 2 balloons.
Yes.
Oh, why would you volunteer?
Why do you do that?
Okay, hold on. So he volunteered because he got more than 1 kid. Now I'll have you pop 2 more. Okay, and then one.
See, these are the gestures. Again, when I say desperation, I'm not saying that this gentleman with the red suit is desperate, But again, the demonstration that he's giving off is he's not of value. Oh, you pop mine. Oh, I can't believe it. Nigga, you supposed to show that there's no sway in your demeanor. That's how it's supposed to come off. Stoicism, that's important. You feel me? And then the brother that reached out his balloon to volunteer to get his shit popped. I mean, I would just pop my shit or let her pop. Simple as that. Because she did say more than 2 children. But again, like I said before, women will break rules for certain men. So there's certain things like, let's say, I like men that are bald or whatever. And I'm not bald, right? I might not necessarily pop my balloon because I might have other things that she likes, that she values. So she'll break the rule for me. So certain things I just won't pop. You feel me? If you understand women and that's how they tick, they break rules for the alphas. I don't like the word alpha, but they break rules for certain, men that they desire. You got to run off with that game, man. Let's continue.
More? Actually, no, I think that's all right. Okay. Let's go here. All right, your name and age.
I'm Dan. I'm 40.
Okay. And Dan, what do you do?
I'm a GM of one of Las Vegas' greatest Greek grills, Yanni's, by the way.
Okay, nice. So what? I know you said you got more than one kid. How come you didn't pop when she mentioned that?
I just wanted to hear her out.
Okay.
Maybe me being persuasive could have made it work, but I don't play about mine.
Period. Okay. So is she someone that is your type, though?
She cool. She tall. So
How tall are you?
I could look eye to eye.
Look at the brother's body language right here. How he's holding his shoulders damn near touching each other. They're tight in, like he doesn't want to be open. Like he's not, how can I put it? He's not embracing the moment. Big and tall, like men supposed to. So yeah, that's a red flag. I would tell my daughter that. I would tell women that I love that the women that that are looking for a mate, that body language is a fucking red flag. Let's continue.
Okay.
I'm 5'7".
5'7". Okay. Nice. So now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, that's somebody I will take some time to get to know at least. Yeah.
Thank you. Love your dimples. I got them too.
Thank you.
Balloon, your name
My
and
bad
age.
for the ad.
I'm Greg, 41.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm a firefighter, entrepreneur, connoisseur.
So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like that. I was digging what she was saying. She's a gorgeous woman, and I was hearing what she had to say. I thought it was good vibe. She said nothing wrong to me.
Okay. Nice. So why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I think it's more so the energy that I'm feeling.
And she's crazy.
And because of that, normally I feel a level of energy that makes me kind of understand how I feel about you, I guess, in a way. So I guess there's really no attraction there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm live. I understand.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Respectfully.
Okay, let's head back this way. So we've got 5 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question. Help you narrow it down.
Yes. So what do you value most in life and why?
Okay.
See, these are good questions. These are really good questions, but the younger ladies need to understand. It looked like she has a vision to where she want to go, but again, she's 38. If she had this vision when she was younger, then she probably would have been in a better predicament to where she would be in a long-term relationship or marriage with a family right now. So what do you value most in your life? That's an important thing to ask a man, because you get to understand what his purpose is and what drives him. So therefore, if you know what his purpose is and what drives him, you can understand what he's driven to in life, and you can be a better helpmate to him. You feel me? Not just, what do you like to do? What are you interested in? Like those are good questions as far as like compatibility, but when it comes to purpose, where he's going, that's more important than anything else. You feel me? Let's continue.
Let's come on this way. Name and age first.
Hello, my name is Oba. I'm 39.
And Oba, what do you do?
I am a project manager in the information systems field.
So her question was, what do you value most in life?
and why?
It's funny, I'm learning to value things like relationships because I've spent so much of my life kind of independent, kind of doing my own thing and going my own way. And I'm starting to really understand that the quality of your life is directly related to the quality of those relationships. So, yeah, that's what I value.
Hey, my bad. They starting the fireworks already this New Year's Eve, so that's what you hear in the background. But let's continue, man.
Thank you.
Name and age.
Ice 44.
And Ice, what do you do?
I'm an author and I own my own logistics company.
Okay, cool. So if you want to go ahead and answer a question.
Time. I would say I value time. Time we can't get back. We're only here for a limited amount of time, and it's best that we enjoy it while we're here and make the best of it because we can't get it back.
Okay, cool.
All right. See, okay. I'm not here to judge any other man with his answer because what's important to you is what's important to you. But it's just like, to me, that answer is pretty vague. Time. Okay, what you do with your time, like. Okay, time to do what? Like, what's important with that time? Because, again, you might like the work. So, okay, I work. I like time so that I can work. I like time to spend with my family. I like time so I can delve into my passions. What about time? Right? I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all know now. What I value most in life is I'm sent here to transform my situations and help inspire people that's been in whatever culture I'm a part of, my race, my family, my genetics, and humanity at large, but I have specific gifts to help contribute to that. That's what I value more than anything. You feel me? So it's like when I speak on that, it's a passion in it. I wake up thinking about it every goddamn moment of the day, and my woman gotta know that. And if you don't know that, you can't build no family with me. And it got to be that fucking real. Your purpose got to be that ingrained in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when it comes to men nowadays, we're so lost and don't know ourselves that fervor and passion isn't evident. And I think it's a problem with men nowadays. It's a problem. That's why I'm interested. This is why it's a great question to ask as a woman. I'm interested to see how these men respond, especially given what age they are. These are older gentlemen. And also, when women ask these questions where they're on dates, they get a better gauge of, okay, what man meshes with me or meshes with what I find valuable. You know what I'm saying? As far as moving forward and building a family with this man, can I handle a man that's out doing shit for the community at large and for the world, where he's not always around for me and his life might be in danger? Is that what I want? Or do I want someone that's an author? His life isn't in danger as much. He's not challenging the system, but he's helping kids with kids' books. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why these questions are important. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue.
Name and age.
My name Reddy, because I'm always ready, and I'm 42.
And Reddy, what do you do?
I'm a tattoo artist and I'm a piercer.
All right. So if you want to go ahead and just answer a question.
Probably family. I grew up in a separated home, so I really want to be part of a loving family. I just lost my pops not too long ago, so I saw how death can really separate the family too. So just family.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Name and age.
Good answer.
I'm Cedric. I'm 37.
All right. Cedric, what do you do?
I'm a business development specialist for a staffing agency and entrepreneur too.
Okay. And then if you want to just answer her question.
Same as Oba, I would say relationships, because you're the average of the 5 people that you associate with. So I think that your network is your net worth. So who you associate with matters. Like, it speaks volumes of like your character and your personality.
I have a feeling she's gonna like him. He's coming off calm and easygoing, and clear-minded. So it seemed like, I'm just guessing here, but it seemed like she probably might fuck with dude right here. It's almost 20 minutes in already, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what this next fella's saying. We're gonna skip to the next lady.
Name and age.
I'm Jamie. I'm 38.
Jamie, what do you do?
I'm a contract administrator, a student, and I got the best abs in the city.
All right, if you want to go.
Hey, my man's right here. He 38, but he seem young. This is like me, bro. Like, he got the spirit of me. He seemed a lot more youthful than his age give off. And I have to be transparent. I know a lot of women, let's say in their 30s, may look at a brother like him or me, the way we come off, how youthful we come off, how bouncy I am, how active I am. They may look at it like, he seem a little too, I guess the word immature, I'm trying to, for the lack of better words, not immature, but young. But I mean, hey, that's, there's a benefit to that in the long run, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm just glad that I got that same trait. This brother got that trait too. Like, it seemed like I'm gonna be young for a long fucking time, but mature at the same time and serious. You heard me? That's it. But let's continue.
I didn't answer her question.
Yeah, I would have said time. I think time is very valuable, but just to be, unique in my own way, I would say knowledge. I consider myself a lifelong learner, and I just think that it's amazing and phenomenal that, no matter how much you know, you really don't know anything at all.
That's why, and there you go. That's why he comes off a lot younger than his age, because of knowledge, and he's excited about it. That keeps you young as fuck, gentlemen. Every moment of the day, every single moment of the day, you got something to learn. Even if it's something internal, a negative emotion that's coming up to the surface from past conditioning, you got something to learn right then and there. Especially if you don't complain. The less you complain, the more you can learn from the circumstance that you're uncomfortable about. And you can grow exponentially faster than the average person that takes 5 years to grow. It could take you half a week if you stay moment to moment with any given circumstance and extract wisdom from it. Let's continue.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so I am going to have you pop a balloon whenever you're ready. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
The young one. I knew it, bro. I knew it.
She was going to pop, not you.
I told y'all niggas. I told y'all. She 38. He seemed too young, too fast, too, I ain't going to say too fun, but fun in a youthful way. You know what I'm saying? I knew she was going to pop his balloon. I fucking knew it. Didn't I just say that? Woman in her 30s, when a man that's 38, that comes off that youthful, and even probably his fashion too. Nah, that's just not, quotation marks, mature enough for her. I called it, nigga. I knew it.
Sir. So why'd you were walking over here to pop his balloon. Why so? Yes.
Just your overall energy for me.
Right.
I feel like when I look at you, I feel a level of tension. And I don't like that. What I feel when I feel that level of energy, that means you're not going to I feel like I'm not going to be my best self with you. So that's why.
You know what that means? You know what that means? It's reminding her of her past. She do not want to go back to her past self, her youthful self. That's what I'm picking up. Picking that up in my instincts when she says that. The tension. What is that tension? That young tension. See, the brother right here, it's better to date younger women in general, but he definitely needs a woman in her 20s. Definitely, bro. Let's continue.
Okay.
Yeah. So you beat her to the punch. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Why I pop my balloon? Well, I'm not really into women with short hair. But the way that she carried herself and the way that she presented herself made me feel a different way about it. It made me want to see more of what she was about. But I agree that I don't think our energies really align like that, because I don't want somebody that feel like they can't get with my energy. And I know how my energy is great energy. So if she couldn't pick that up,
not for you.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
But I hope you found love, Nina.
Thank you.
I'm back. All right, so we've got 4 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Auntie vibe.
How
How
do you define success?
Let's skip ahead, bro.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout every done.